do this?
This is a home.
Should have paid your protection fees then.
And Sloan wonders why people join the collective.
Watch where you're going.
Hey. Hey!
Piss off.
You order, you pay.
I said.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
I've got time for a drink.
Shayna, but you can call me Reyes. I hate code names.
I was expecting someone more Angaran.
The Resistance pays me to supply information, among other things.
So you're a smuggler.
Your man, Venterev, was arrested by Sloan Kelly, leader of the Outcasts. Word spread about what he did to Moshe Sefa. The people are calling for his execution. And Sloan? She's a woman of the people.
I like her already.
Well, she doesn't like you.
She's never met me.
You work for the Initiative. Sloan was part of the uprising on the Nexus. I doubt she'll give Ven up easily.
Maybe she'll agree to a deal.
There might be another way to get to Ven. You work Sloan, I'll talk to the Resistance.
How do I contact you if things go south?
Hey! You gotta pay.
Keep the change.
Always do.
Sam, tell me about Sloan Kelly.
Before joining the Initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
I decided on
A hothead.
Kadar is honored by your presence and your credits.
Finally, the respect I deserve.
Happy to oblige.
Keep your hands where I can see.
Focus defenses here and here. The Ket have been quiet for too long. What?
That's quite the throne. Should I bow? Kiss your ring?
Very funny. So, what brings a Pathfinder to our humble port?
Venterev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
I need him so I can infiltrate a Ket flagship. You've obviously got no love for the Ket. I'm doing you a favor.
Kadara is an Angaran port. They want Ven dead, and I want to keep them happy.
This is bigger than local politics.
You don't need Ven. You need his intel. Talk to him before I put his head on a spike.
I can work with that.
See? No reason we can't be civilized.
I should have brought refreshments.
Give the Pathfinder access to the holding cells.
Yes, sir.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Don't feed the prisoner.
Don't touch the prisoner. And the only thing that passes between you two are words. Got it?
Absolutely. I won't cause trouble.
What do you want?
The Archon's ship. Where is it?
This a new interrogation tactic? Sloane's getting lazy.
I don't answer to Sloane. I'm a Pathfinder with the initiative.
The one who rescued the Moshai. I know who you are, and what happened on Vold.
You can still make this right, Ven. Tell me what I need to know.
Making it right won't save my life.
But it could save others. The Archon's ship. Where is it?
I never saw it. Got my orders from a Ket transponder. But you could use its frequency to triangulate the Archon's location.
Do you still have it?
I buried it before I was arrested. Should still be outside the city.
Thanks for the intel.
Don't you want to know why I did it? Why I betrayed the Moshai?
Enlighten me.
We're losing the war against the Ket, and still, Ephra puts my brothers and sisters in danger to protect a useless old woman.
So you took things into your own hands.
I made the call he wouldn't. The Archon only wanted the Moshai. I thought if I gave her up... I didn't know what the Ket were doing to my people.
You resent Ephra, so the Archon used that against you.
If Ephra was a better leader... it doesn't matter. And I'll accept the consequences.
Pathfinder, the communicator is buried outside the ceasefire zone. I suggest bringing a squad.
Vetra, Drac, are you back from... whatever it was you were doing?
Yep, our completely legitimate business deal went off without a hitch.
Benefit of bringing a Krogan along.
Tell Gil to prep the Nomad. I need to go outside the city.
You've all seen a dead body before. Move along. The Shardman strikes again.
If you would like, Pathfinder, I could provide an analysis of the deceased. He's Angaran. There are multiple lacerations on the face and abdomen.
Another body? I don't get paid enough for this shit.
There's been more than one murder?
7 by my count, but that's all I know.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal would have more information, Pathfinder.
You okay?
What? Oh, yeah, of course.
Maybe you should freak out more quietly then, so you don't draw attention to yourself.
Shit. Was I that obvious?
Yeah. What's going on?
I joined the Outcasts a few weeks ago. Titus tasked me with collecting protection fees. Thought it'd be easy. But we talked to so many people. I got the names mixed up and banished someone who paid their fee.
They didn't protest it?
Of course, she did. But they all do. We don't really listen.
What are the chances she's still alive?
I don't know. Slim. Badlands are bad. I thought about looking for her, but I can't risk Titus finding out I screwed up. I need this job to feed my little brother. Our mom's still in cryo on the Nexus. He's got no one else.
I'll look for her. Just tell me her name and any clues about where she might be.
Remy Tamayo. She would have gone to the slums for processing. After that, no idea. The warden might know. Everyone who's banished to the Badlands goes through him.
You're the Pathfinder.
A city under a city.
At the center is Tartarus, a nightclub.
You're that initiative big shot, aren't you?
Maybe.
Ah, you're a play. You could say I'm disillusioned with the exiles. People here. So, I got...
They don't deserve...
Damn Outlaws got innovative ways of putting stuff together. You should check out Outlaw Tech and Materials. You remember who gave you...
I give it 10 minutes before we get knifed.
You there? Got a proposition. Want to make some easy credits?
Only if it's legal.
Of course. As you may know, Kadara's most valuable trade is scrap and resources stolen from the Nexus. But that well's running dry.
I'm not stealing for you.
Not my goal. My focus is resources native to Andromeda. I have it on good authority there's a large barite deposit in Dralier. Barite's going to be big.
You don't say.
I sent a surveyor to check it out, but he hasn't returned. All I need from you is peace of mind.
Send me his last nav point. I'll check on him.
Much appreciated.
Sorry, if you're looking for a dance, I'm off the clock.
Is this what you came all the way here for? Living in a place like this?
Had to get away from my crazy family in the Milky Way. My brother, but now I'm here and it's great. That's Sloane Kelly. She's like, hey you bastard, lick my boots, kiss my ring, and then my bum. Then call up my brother Conrad and be all, see, idiot, you're not...
Right.
Tell her to call later. I'm drinking. And leave the bottle. Ryder, glad you're here.
There's a fresh body outside Crawler's. Some of the locals.
I don't buy it. The charlatan is discreet.
Making a statement.
But to who?
The killer could be unhappy with how...
Less than a third of the victim. No. If I was the betting man, and I am...
Why would Rokar be in Kadara port?
It's Angaran built. And before Sloane, I think the Rokar came here looking for new recruits. And things got out of hand.
And the Angara victims?
I did some digging. All of the deceased...
So the victims either were...
or supported us. It's the only pattern I could find.
An Angaran port run by aliens would be a...
Problem is, I've got no proof.
Guessing that's where I come in.
I need that fancy AI of yours to scan for evidence. People are scared, Ryder. This is your opportunity to win friends in Kadara port.
Looks like I'm adding a pathfinder.
One of the crime scenes isn't far. Give me...
Another round.
How toxic can it be? Ah, shit!
There will always be places like this. Doesn't matter what galaxy you're in.
My skin burns!
It will pass.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
You look well enough. My patients are usually leaking from somewhere.
I actually have my own doctor. Name's Ryder. I'm a pathfinder.
One survived. Could have used you when we got to Helios. Dr. Ryota Nakamoto. He quit after Sloane turned what should have been a medical breakthrough into a drug.
I thought she was supposed to be a...
She's whatever she needs to be. When we arrived on Kadara, I found a local string of bacteria.
Quite the find.
It was, until I discovered the drug is addictive and I took my concerns to Sloane. All she saw was an opportunity to make a profit. But beyond stealing back my formula, there's no way to stop her.
So let's steal the formula.
Are you crazy? It's heavily guarded.
Huh, we do.
The formula's in my old lab. Please don't get...
The water is highly poisonous, Pathfinder. We shouldn't linger here.
If you're thinking of heading...
What do you know about the situation out there?
You might say I'm warden of the Badlands. It's not a place for tourists. Tough beyond these walls.
I can handle it.
A lot of people say that. Badlands are Kadara's dumping ground. Like a giant prison.
You mean exiles who get...
Yep. Worst of the worst. And some of them... The water's toxic. Sulfur springs are everywhere. Yeah. So have at it. Knock yourself out.
I'm looking for a Remy Tamayo. Any idea?
Tamayo.
She is innocent. The outcast collecting the fees.
Well, shit. That's never happened before.
As far as you know.
Don't get smart. Last time I saw your girl, she was telling... I'll send you the nav point to their last known location.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
I bet I could drink it.
No, Drac, no.
All right, Sam. Show me what we've got.
Kadara's water is dense with sulfide minerals, the oxidation of which produces toxic streams and lakes.
Never liked swimming much anyways.
That is fortunate. Even the Nomad's shields cannot withstand the water's corrosive properties. The presence of monoliths suggests a vault that might reduce the acidity. However, outlaws, pirates, and other unsavory exiles inhabit Kadara's hills. The further you travel from the mountain, the more dangerous it will become.
Good to know. Let's get out there.
It'd be pretty if not for the burning water, and the exiles, and the smell. So you seem pretty anti-Nexus, even for a Krogan.
That's your job around here, noticing things.
My job is to watch Ryder's back.
Who watches yours?
Guess we'll find out, big guy.
Taking in the view.
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
And Kadara just keeps getting worse.
My name's Cineris. One day there'll be a wreck.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather click.
This is Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but these cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies in your...
Or let me know, and I'll thank you right now.
This body was dumped here, as Cineris claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. The water is highly poisonous, Pathfinder. We shouldn't linger here. Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Clean shot.
On my way.
Yep, still hurts.
On the move!
Nice work.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
That's that.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
If we're lucky and that remnant junk does its job, maybe EOS will be all right for an outpost.
Hope we stay lucky. The whole initiative is balancing on technology we don't understand yet.
This technology is unaffiliated with Kadara's factions, Pathfinder. Its owners are likely criminal class.
Let's do this!
Nice aim.
Think that's it. It says here this weapon cache is headed for a specific camp. Sam?
With more information, I can determine the source of the transmissions.
If you were an Asari commando, you'd be heading for retirement with honors by now.
Ugh. Wait, would I get free booze?
I don't think so.
Ugh.
Is that a wind farm?
Must be how they power Kadara Port.
Assholes took everything but...
Trouble with Scab?
Always. Who are you?
A Pathfinder with the...
A Pathfinder?
You said you had a scavenger problem?
Right, yeah. Bastards. Expensive.
Sloan doesn't provide security?
Too busy with the collect. I'm not asking for guards, I just want our parts back.
Any idea where I could find these?
I've started putting trackers on the more valuable. Yard drive, generator, they've all been taken to the same...
I'll check it out.
If the parasites put up a fight, don't feel bad. Well, well, you're not...
What makes you...
Your gear. It's high quality, like the rest of you.
What can I say?
Then you're... When the exiles came to Kadara, they hid caches. Junk, mostly. Stale protein bar. But among the shit are some...
And you know that...
I helped steal them. Problem is, though... And I can't sell weapons in Kadara. The cache nav point, though? You interested? It's yours for a fair price.
You've got a deal.
Lovely. In the meantime, feel free to take a look at...
Yep. They took the anemometer.
Of course they did.
The camp ahead is not registered in Outcast or Collective Records, Pathfinder.
Stop.
Datapad detected in this area.
Looks like the Collective tried to get a ransom out of the Outcasts. Wonder if it worked.
The attached nav point has been removed, Pathfinder. I can't determine the exchange location.
Who taught you to shoot, Harper? Your stance is all over the place.
It's a Karita stance.
Classic for Asari commandos, but it's not for everyone. A Krogan,
For example, would look like a whale trying to dance ballet.
Better than looking like a Solarian tied to a ceiling fan.
Get ready to fight! The exiles have quite a setup over there. Won't be happy to see us.
Shield boost enabled.
My sensors read an outlaw weapon cache nearby. I suggest scanning for information.
Headshot.
This weapon cache was headed for the same location as the first.
With more data, I can triangulate the source.
Exile. Could have rolled up and died, but look at what they've built. Even
Hey, Scudder. Get any closer and I'll hit you with a corrosive bomb. Killed 2 looters today already. You want to test me?
Whoa, hey, we're no outlaws. We're friendly.
Then come prove it, slowly.
weren't you pals with the old human Pathfinder? Was he anything like this one?
A bit. Very smart. Kind of grumpy. Always had a plan.
Don't think he planned for this much to go wrong, though.
Took one out.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
So, the old Pathfinder, did he have any deep, dark...
Goes underground.
Hopefully there's a way down. But we're gonna need a really big drill. Another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further. Area could be viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. However, for any long-term success, you'll need to find a solution to Kadara's water toxicity problems.
Can't settle here unless Sloan agrees to play nice.
What about the charlatan? The collective's gaining power.
We do not know the charlatan's identity. Sloan may be our only option. The doll could offer insight. Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
He's, just tired. Needed a little nap, is all. Ain't good as new.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories. Is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further. Outlaw camp. Nice save.
help the Angara.
Okay, let's solve this thing.
I appreciate the assistance, but you need to leave.
I've got experience with remnant tech. I know what I'm doing. Mostly.
Ryder's done this before.
How is that possible?
It'll be easier to show you.
That did the job. Good going.
One down, 2 to go. Nice work.
Shit tickles.
That should do it. We found all we can. Let's get back to Cineris. Get ready to fight!
Damn it!
Look at Kadara Port up there. It's like the exiles are playing King of the Mountain.
I think you mean Queen of the Mountain.
How do you choose your scouts? Volunteers or do you recruit?
Both. Young'uns will hear about what I'm doing, hunt me down, and if I like the look of them, I sign them up.
The look of them?
Why? It's not a beauty con.
Approaching nav point for the weapons cache, Pathfinder.
Hope it's worth the credits.
The Turians set us up. What a surprise.
That's all of them. It's full. After that ambush, I thought the whole thing was a scam.
Turian still got explaining to do.
You know you hum when you're aiming?
Works for me, don't knock it.
Wouldn't dream of it. Catchy tune.
Why do you think I hum it?
Pathfinder, this is the murder site Mr. Vidal asked you to investigate. Pathfinder, Venturev claimed he buried the Ket transponder near this location.
Reyes, I'm at the crime scene.
Great. I've got intel on our dead guy. Krogan male. Went by the name of Ziar. His frontal plate was pried off before he was shot to death.
They wanted him to suffer.
Not one of mine.
Do your scanning thing. Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
These footprints are distinctly Angaran.
I count at least 3 attackers. The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. It's a start.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
DNA cannot identify political affiliations.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
A knife. Killer must have dropped it during the getaway. Something's carved into the blade.
It's Shalash, the Angaran trade language. A home filled with strangers becomes a prison.
Sounds pretty Rokar.
This inscription, along with the DNA and footprints, supports the theory proposed by Mr. Vidal, Pathfinder.
Let's pay our local Rokar a visit.
You know where they are?
I wasn't sitting on my ass this whole time. I'm looking at the place right now.
Found it.
That's a mess.
The transponder's power source is drained.
So let's juice it up. Turn it on, then Gil can work his magic.
Once complete, this should provide us with the Archon's location, and in turn, Meridian's.
We're one step closer to building a home in Helios.
Sure, kid.
Pathfinder, Reyes still needs your help investigating the murders in Kadara Port.